Lumnani, oh lumnani, 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 nsuku zonke. Elele ma, elele ma, elele ma, elele ma, elele ma, elele luju lile. Elele ma, elele ma, elele ma, elele ma, elele ma, elele luju. Uthando lukaBaba lubanzi
Tomorrow belongs to those who prepare for it today. A seed planted today takes root and grows into a tree that bears fruit in the future. Over 110 years ago, a seed was planted. Today, that seed, the idea of excellence, has grown into the University of Pretoria, South Africa's largest contact research-intensive university. 9 faculties and a business school are spread across 7 beautiful campuses, which are home to over 50,000 students, ready to make an impact in the world beyond university and join our global network of nearly 300,000 alumni. Future-focused, sustainably developed facilities and cutting-edge multi- and transdisciplinary research are underpinned by a desire to transform lives and have a positive impact on communities and the world. Excellence in teaching, learning, research innovation, arts and culture, and sports puts us firmly amongst the world's best universities. Knowledge is not just what is in books, it is the wisdom to apply it, to nourish and nurture the seed so that it takes root, grows tall, bears fruit, and branches out. UP plants that seed, that tiny bit of curiosity, creativity, critical thinking, hope, the desire to care, respect, help, and innovate against all odds, to grow, to leave your mark, to excel, to challenge the norm, to think, to rethink, to discover, to inquire, to lead, to have courage, to make a difference, and to persevere. This is the University of Pretoria. We make today and every day matter.
Hello everybody on the internet. Hello. We are having a ton of fun. My name is Chester Missing. I'm very excited to be here at the University of Pretoria's International Students' Day 2021. We are doing it virtually because there's a freaking virus. So they got me. I'm made out of latex. I'm basically a PPE. And welcome to our international students, whether you're watching us from Ghana or Nigeria or China or even Cape Town. Thank you for being here. It's very exciting. There's their little sign there, University van Pretoria, and the University of Pretoria, Universitini ja Pretoria, and then the sign of the university is a wagon and some chochas. I don't know why they're chochas. We'll have to ask the Vice Chancellor when he's here. Now, we've got a whole lot of panelists we're going to introduce later. We're going to have a discussion. And this is about celebrating South Africa's favorite tea. You know what I'm talking about. Diversity. I'm out. It's going to be absolutely bananas. We're going to have a lot of fun. I'm Chester Missing, as I say. Don't be scared. I know I look like Vin Diesel had a kid with Benjamin Button, but that's not who I am. I'm a puppet, and I'm here because we've got a panelist of puppets. I'm joking. You're going to meet them now. It's going to be a lot of fun. The point is that the university wants to let you know that they value your impact and presence as international students, as part of their larger international student project. They paid me to say that, but it's true too. Now on YouTube you can watch, you can go on your socials. The hashtag, because we always got a hashtag for every event, is hashtag UP International Students Day. And by the time you've written that, you used up all your syllables in your tweet. So you can just tweet the hashtag basically, but do it. Let us know if you're having fun. 40 of you watching, 35 likes. So that's 40, that's rock and roll. That's almost as many panelists as we have here right now. Living the dream. So we got to get started. We want you to interact. Let us know where you are watching us from. Hi, I can't read. I think it's Fungwa 74. Hi, Chester Missing. Let us know where you're watching us from in the comment section, and we're going to be interacting with you. We're going to give away some T-shirts that say fees must fall. I'm joking. They're going to say University of Pretoria, but they're really nice T-shirts, and we'll get you in touch with the SRC to get those T-shirts to you. So finally, you actually get something from the SRC. It's going to be fantastic. And from the university, you can get a free muffin at Mug and Bee. I'm lying. You can't get a free muffin, but we're going to have a lot of fun. Are you ready to enjoy today? Let me know in that comment section. All 44 of you. Wow, we are living the dream. It's almost as many as you can get into one taxi. Zanelle is going awesome with way way too many exclamation marks. Your English examiner will fail you for that, but we're glad you're here. You get a plus for enthusiasm. Hashtag internet. No, Carolyn. It's not hashtag International Day. It's hashtag UP International Students Day. That's the one you got to do. So here we go. We're going to start off by getting the Vice Chancellor to say something. He's actually a professor of journalism. I don't know if you know that. Yes, which means he's Helen Zilla's least favorite person. But it's great that he's here. He's going to give us something to say. So Vice, we couldn't get the Chancellor. Chancellor's got into hiding. So Vice Chancellor, take it away.
Good day and a very happy International Students' Day to you, our esteemed international students, who currently hail from a staggering 80 countries around the world, from Azerbaijan to Zimbabwe, from Brazil to Vietnam, and a great deal in between. We welcome each and every one of you, our 3,713 students who make up the University of Pretoria's International Student Body. Your presence is deeply valued and reflects the fact that we truly are a global institution. Diversity is a key aspect of the UP way, our ethos, our vibe, our way of life, and what we stand for as a university. Your diversity is important to us, not only because of the way in which your nationality, character, and personal history contributes to our rich tapestry of cultures, but because you bring to UP a variety of experience from your unique context, different opinions, ideas, views, and ways of doing things. Through appreciating these contrasts, our perspectives are broadened, enriched, and our ability to think critically about a wide range of issues is enhanced. Our experience of university life has been deeply disrupted over the past 18 months by the COVID-19 crisis, which saw many of you return to your home countries as borders closed or remain here in very isolated circumstances. We know that this created numerous complexities on top of the existing challenges already facing international students, and we feel for you as you endure these hardships, which are sadly not yet over. UP is aware of the difficulties that were caused by the COVID-19 global lockdowns. They caused immense difficulty in traveling and accessing research sites. For students who were out of the country and in different time zones, the situation was compounded. The university, though, was able to achieve a credible transition to fully online learning despite the devastation wrought by the pandemic. There is a silver lining which emerged through the technology-led shift that enabled us to strengthen our online teaching capabilities. Despite some connectivity issues, online platforms have served us well during the lockdown and boosted opportunities previously underexplored. To some extent, with geographical barriers lowered, the conversation has opened up in wider educational circles around internationalized curriculums and how universities could co-create courses so that large numbers of students could participate without having to physically leave their countries. That said, meeting virtually can in no way replace face-to-face contact. We look forward to a time, hopefully in the not too distant future, when it is safe to celebrate International Students' Day, as we have in previous years, with the Hatfield campus becoming a hive of activity featuring exhibitions, cultural activities, musical performances, student competitions, and the tradition of crowning Miss and Mr. International Students' Day. We make it up for it today, however, with what I'm sure will be a first for the senses, with the performances by our UP choirs of Vua and Camarata. Please enjoy the program as you reflect on what it means to be part of this vibrant, wholesome community which lives up to our university motto, ad destinatam perseco, meaning with zeal and perseverance, strive towards the goal. We have all certainly had to demonstrate these characteristics of zeal and perseverance in this time. And the resilience this has produced will no doubt fortify us for the numerous environmental, sociological, economic, and technological disruptions which our generation faces in the 21st century and which aren't going to end anytime soon. In response to these myriad challenges, we need to holistically rethink, reimagine, and reposition our universities and our role in broader society, and come up with strategies which we can collaboratively implement to achieve genuinely democratic political systems, inclusive economic development and prosperity, social equity and equality, cultural diversity, and environmental sustainability. The University of Pretoria has been through this process, understanding that universities need to be at the forefront of formulating these strategies and to be strongly and visibly experienced as key drivers and collaborative agents of change. We have seen the emergence of multi, inter, and transdisciplinary education and research approaches locally and globally. These offer a unique space for universities to take the lead in creating new knowledge and new ways of doing things, given that the challenges we face today do not come neatly packaged to fit into disciplinary silos, boundaries, and borders. I'm sure you are all familiar with our 4 new as well as existing key transdisciplinary innovation platforms for collaboration and partnership: our Future Africa Institute, Engineering 4.0 Complex, the Javed UP Art Center, and Innovation Africa at UP. These platforms all take advantage of international collaboration, with about 44% of the research conducted taking place in partnership with global partners. Just as we value knowledge seekers coming from diverse parts of the world, in the same way, we affirm that knowledge knows no borders, and we embrace the significant research and innovation leaps which we can be made by building on each other's areas of expertise and knowledge. Our main role remains to produce high-level skills, educate the next generation of academics, co-create new knowledge, and use our knowledge and intellectual capacity to develop transformative and impactful solutions to local and global challenges. We aim to produce socially conscious and sensitive graduates who are sought after by potential employers and who can make a meaningful contribution to society wherever they end up in the world. We are proud of the fact that over half of our international students are from different countries across the African continent. We have adopted the posture of being a global African university and are passionate about the continent's unbelievable richness in terms of people, cultures, natural resources, biodiversity, and environments. In this regard, we've developed the African Global University Framework to guide our choice of strategic partnerships and global engagement. The framework proudly affirms that we are a South African, at the same time, African and globally connected and engaged university. Not only that, but we are well aware that Africa is the future, not just for Africans, but for the whole world. This is because Africa's population of more than 1.3 billion will double by the middle of this century, potentially rising to 4 billion people by 2100, or around 1/3 of the world's population. It is also the youngest population, and so together we have a unique opportunity to ensure that this young, fast-growing continent, brimming with promise, provides high-quality human resources to the global north, which has an aging population. We're extremely excited about playing a part in empowering you, our young people and pathbreakers of the African Knowledge Society, so that you may contribute significantly to the change needed to create sustainability, inclusive development, in an Africa that thrives economically and relies on itself for solutions to its challenges. Never before has the term global village resonated so deeply. And so today, as we celebrate our different heritages and what makes us unique, let us also remember the power that lies in unity and how it is only by working together can we make an impact. Thank you for making the choice to call UP home. Thank you for being an important part of our university community. Thank you for being a UP brand ambassador to other potential students in your country. Please Enjoy the day.
Halala! Thank you, Vice Chancellor Cooper. That was really nice to have him here. Thank you. And we are standing here with our next guest. I just have to give away a T-shirt if you don't mind. You smell like education. I just would like to say thank you to Carolyn Chisadza. You get a T-shirt for trying to say that enormous hashtag handle as UP International Students Week, including Madiba and etc. etc. She gets it. So make sure you contact the SRC. We'll give you the details. So how's it? This is Dr. Matete Madiba. Hello, Dr. Madiba. How's it?
I'm fine, and you?
I'm great. So excited to be with you. You're the director of the Department of Student Affairs.
Yes.
If we have an affair, do we have to run it by you?
Definitely.
Oh, like, oh yeah, who's your daddy?
That's
No,
what you do.
run it by Dr. Madiba.
Yeah,
I do.
that's what you do.
Okay, well now you know, guys. Listen, it's great to have you here. You a doctor of education.
Yes, I am.
So can you please mark the Professor Cooper's presentation out of 10? Go.
Now 11 out of 10.
Oh, sucking up to her boss. That's what she just did. Well done. Good thinking. Apparently your hobby is flower arranging. Is that true?
Yes?
Oh, that's got nothing to do with dacha.
No, not at all.
I just need to... Okay. all
No
right, just you arrange
suspicions here.
flowers.
Yeah,
And then you photograph the flowers.
I do.
And then you throw them away.
Yeah, but I keep the photos.
Halala! That's what we're here for. You've got something to say. It's been great talking to you. Goodbye!
Thank you so much. Happy International Students' Day to all UP international students, and warm and hearty greetings from the Department of Student Affairs. As we celebrate a day like this, we have to applaud all UP international students for your courage, for your vision and determination to choose UP, a university in the capital city of South Africa. We recognize your courage to move out of your familiar zones in pursuit of knowledge, of quality education, and postgraduate research programs. May you get beyond and exceed your own expectations. We also recognize your generosity, the contribution you make, and the richness you bring to the UP experience in terms of diversity. We stand to benefit by having you in our midst. We are celebrating more than 3,000 international students at UP from 80 different countries, as the VC has already said. With 80 countries represented at UP, can you imagine, among others, the linguistic diversity we are living with on our campuses? I remember the vibe and the exposure we had when we were still able to do a day like this or celebrate a day like this face to face. I personally miss the rich cultural exposure that would be spoiled to during a day like this, the music, the food, the attire, the dance and dance moves, and the languages. And this was all because of the UP international students and how they become generous in sharing their different cultures with us. I really miss that. And as you know, some rank UP, or Pretoria rather, as the city with the best weather in the whole world. I hope you get to and you continue to experience Pretoria in that way, if not better. And talking of ranking, you might have seen a recent report by Stu Docu, where UP is ranked the best university in South Africa, and the ranking is done by students. I also hope you continue to experience UP as the best university to study at. We have various student structures to drive organized student life, providing ample opportunities for learning outside the formal classroom. You should not miss out on these opportunities in order to enjoy a rich sense of belonging and to experience holistic growth, a hallmark of true success. We have more than 100 societies on campus, including UP International. The SRC has a dedicated portfolio for international students. All of these are meant to enhance the quality of your experience at UP. Being an international student is beyond your ordinary type of student experience. You have to learn from the basic things to more complex ones, including language, or the language and culture of the university, of the city, and of the country, in order to navigate yourself through. And all of this is not an ordinary feat. But it offers you possibilities of stretching yourself and opening yourself up for more than ordinary learning, those extraordinary experiences to carry with you out of UP. Celebrating a day like this is also a reminder of the work that we have to continue to do in order to make your experience at UP to be better and better. UP offers vital services to students, and international students should make sure that they access these services. And these include student health clinics, which exist at all of our campuses. We also have well-established student counseling services and disability services. There are ample opportunities for personal, social, and leadership development. UP is a place for holistic growth and development, not just in terms of academics, but way beyond, and you should seize all these opportunities. I heard how we need to ensure a one-stop service point for international students, the kind that can seamlessly offer support from orientation into registration and to graduation and beyond. And this, we should intentionally continue our work on it so that your experience can be improved. You might have heard that we are busy with a project to reimagine UP. And at Student Affairs, I can assure you, we are also doing our part to reimagine student affairs. And part of this work is to continue to understand the challenges, but also the opportunities that COVID has brought our way. And it is COVID, but also it happens alongside the Industrial Revolution, the fourth or the fifth, depending on your take. And as we look and try to understand these challenges, there are a number of principles that guide us. One is, yes, that deep look and serious look at the challenges and the opportunities. But we are also lining up our resources to make sure that we're able to high flex DSA offerings, to make sure that we can go with these combos of offering services online, face-to-face, hybrid, and make sure that we increase the flexibility and open up more access. We want to continue to pioneer the provision of technology-enhanced services. And we want to be intentional that as we provide and as we make these offerings available, we do it in an equitable way and we keep on improving the quality. And as we work with these technologies, we want to be conscious and employ pedagogies of care and compassion. Yes, high flexing our services means taking advantage of technology and increasing the flexibility, as I've said. And this we do with this conscious commitment to pedagogies of care and compassion. I just want to close with this historical note that I bumped into, where a slave master was talking to his slave and he asked, "Have you had smallpox?" And that is when smallpox was a serious contagion at that stage. And the slave answered, he said yes and no. He explained how in Africa before his enslavement, a tiny amount of pus from a smallpox victim would be scraped off into the skin with a thorn, following a practice hundreds of years old, and that was a way of dealing with the disease. This form of inoculation is a precursor to modern vaccination as we have it today. And it actually comes from not Europe, not the West. It actually has its roots elsewhere, in Africa or maybe in the South or even the East. And I am using this historical note to remind you that UP has 2 vaccination stations, and make sure that you take advantage and go for your jabs. I thank you and I wish you the best, and I hope that you will continue to have the best of experience as you go after your success goals. Thank you.
That was brilliant. I love it. Thank you, Dr. Madiba. There, she's running away. Where you bye. That's her. She's Dr. Madiba. It's like she's got a PhD in Nelson Mandela. That's great. Didn't you enjoy that? That was a very inspiring example about Africa. A little bit gross, rubbing pus into people, but a very inspiring, and nevertheless, go get vaccinated. I'm made out of latex, so I can't get COVID. I'm literally a PPE. Right, the international students themselves made some videos. They turned into content creators, which is another term for doing nothing. Content creators, and they've got some things to say to us, and we're going to see what they had to say. So hit me.
Hello everyone, I'm Sarah from China, the student study in auditing PhD project. China is the most populous country and second largest economy in the world. We have 56 ethnic groups and the population size is around 1.4 billion. Our official language is Mandarin and different region and different ethnic group has their own dialects. The landscapes, climate and cuisine vary significantly across the vast territory. So all the history, geography, demography, and culture in China are special and interesting. Nowadays, China and South Africa are all members of BRICS countries. So we have lots of cooperation in many areas, such as technology and manufacturing. As an international student, at the beginning it's kind of difficult because everything is strange, including the language, teaching style, and even lifestyle. But as I met more and more friends here, and the professors gave me lots of help, now it's really interesting and nice to study here. The lecturers here are very professional. I study internal auditing, and internal auditing in UP is one of the best among the members of IAP program. We not only have professors as lecturers, but also have some people from companies or accounting firms to teach us how the practice works in real life. We also have lots of opportunities to attend research meetings or IA meetings. Meanwhile, I think the most useful support service I have got here is in the UP's residence. The residence condition is nice. We have all necessaries. Sorry, I need to study again. So I will just.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
4, 3, 2.
Hello everyone, I'm Hu Xiaoxin from China. The student studied in auditing PhD project. China is the most populous country and second largest economy in the world. We have 56 ethnic groups and the population size is around 1.4 billion. Our official language is Mandarin and different region and different ethnic groups has their own dialect. The landmarks, climates and culture vary significantly across the vast territory, so all the history, demography, geography, and culture in China are special and interesting. Nowadays, China and South Africa are all members of BRICS countries, so we have lots of cooperation in many areas, such as technology and manufacturing. As an international student at the beginning, it's kind of difficult because everything is strange, including the language, the teaching styles, and even lifestyles. But as I met more and more friends here and the professors gave me lots of help, now it's really interesting and nice to study here. Meanwhile, I'm studying internal auditing. The internal auditing is one of the best among IEP program. So we not only have the professors as lecturers, but also have some people from companies or accounting firms to teach us how the practice works in the real life. And we also have lots of opportunities to attend research meetings or IA meetings. Meanwhile, I think the most useful support service I have got here is in the UP's residence. The residence condition is nice. We have all the necessaries when we first arrived here, including the blankets, the heaters, the kitchenwares, and even the lamps. And the employees in the residence are so nice. They give me the first introduction of the neighbor region, and whenever I met difficulties, I can ask for help and they will come in time. Besides this, as a postgraduate student, my supervisors are so nice and professional. They can always give me the help that I need and give me advice in research, learning, and even life. Now I love the environment in the campus, the friends I met here, and my professors.
Hello everyone, my name is Timothy Chilemba, a postgrad student in animal science from Malawi. Malawi is one of the landlocked countries situated in the southern part of Africa. We have a population of around 19 million and 9 different languages, of which Chichewa is the main language. Malawi is mostly dependent on agriculture for food security, and also we depend on the exports for our GDP. I have a great passion in animal science that I wanted to explore further, and knowing that the University of Pretoria has top lecturers and top learning equipment, I thought it wise to come here so that I have an enrichful learning experience. Having arrived here, my lecturers were very nice. They introduced me on how I can use most of the equipment in the lab, and I also had a learning experience where I had to visit all the 9 provinces, so I know how large-scale farmers do most of their things. I believe that this learning experience that I've gained will make me to be a very great asset for Malawi, as I've learned from the top scientists in the world and also from the top equipment that can be used at any university. And I believe this will make me have a meaningful impact to the food security, as I've gained a lot. Thank you.
My name is Benson Chakaya. I'm Kenyan. Kenya is a country located in East Africa. It is approximately 580,000 kilometers square geographically. Kenya, the main economic activities in Kenya is tea. We export a lot of tea to other countries on a large scale. We also have tourism because of our attractive sites like the game parks and other very attractive sites. The official language in Kenya is Swahili, of course, with English, but majorly Kenyans speak Swahili, which is a fusion between the Arabs and the Bantu that gave birth to Swahili. Kenya is also a country of unlimited humans. In terms of athletics, we have some of the best athletes in the world who even overrun themselves. Again, you'll find out that Kenya is also a country that has one of the 7 wonders of the world, the migration of wildebeests, the annual migration of wildebeests. It's a breathtaking, event that happens in Kenya once in a year. I arrived in South Africa, particularly at the University of Pretoria in 2017, when I was offered a master's degree opportunity. And the first thing that happened to me actually when I reached here, I was actually wowed by the way of life at the University of Pretoria. First, I had some kind of cultural shock, but with the time it was very easy to navigate around, because one of the best thing that I liked about University of Pretoria is that they are not only physically present, but they are also virtually present. If you cannot be able to locate a particular area virtually, it makes it very easy for you to just through your phone. You can easily locate different places. Also the culture. When I came here, I came to South Africa knowing that I'm going to an African country. But when I got here, it was a bit, difficult. It was like, I'm in a foreign country, because when you look around, the environment, the reception and everything, it's out of Africa. It's not really something that we are used to in Africa. Again, something that was, very fascinating is the way the lecturers, conducted their lectures with a lot of precision. In terms of, I had a program that was a blended learning, where you come on campus for 1 week and then the rest of the week you do your work online. But it was seamless, because every time you receive your assignment, you have a question and you send a query to your lecturer. It took just a few minutes, you get a reply. And also the methodology in which the physical classes were taken was also very fascinating, in terms of, it was a seminar kind of, and we used a lot of moot courts, and they found way into they were very practical because they found way into my work. And we had a number of cases that we won through the experience I got from my law faculty here at the University of Pretoria. I believe the University of Pretoria is one of those, world-class, from my experience, universities, from the experience that I gained at the university. Currently, I'm doing my doctorate, and I believe and hope just for the best from the University of Pretoria.
Hello, my name is Miali Sua. I'm coming from Madagascar. Madagascar is the fifth biggest island in the world, and it's the most biggest island in the Indian Ocean. We have three official languages, which is Malagasy, our own language, and we have French as administration language. Madagascar counts around 26 millions of people, and it was in 2019. Our main economic activity is the primary sector, and around 80% of the population is on this primary sector. I will talk about the experience here at UP and at South Africa. At the beginning, speaking English and understand English was not very simple, especially during courses, but the good things is our lecturer understands me, and they really helped me to understand the courses. And fortunately, we have the tutor system here at UP. So every time I have a problem or when I don't understand something, I just need to call my tutor and ask for a solution. In Madagascar, we have the French system, and here at UP, you have the English system, which is quite different. In Madagascar, for example, when during one semester, if you have 10 courses, it's gonna be very normal. But here at UP, at the beginning of the semester, I've taken 3 courses, and my schedule was totally full. My another experience here at UP was about Malagasy saying. In Madagascar, we have this saying, Malagasy hour, because we are always late. And at the beginning of the courses, I was always late. For example, I didn't understand that if the lecturer said that we will begin at 10:30, it means that we will begin at 10:30, but the lecturer will be online like 10 minutes before, and he will already explain something. So it was not very good for me. Now I'm gonna talk about the support service. As an international student, we have a support service here at UP and in our residence too. So, for example, when you have problem or you need to do something at UP, you just need to contact the support service and they're gonna help you to resolve the problem. And it's the same things in the residence. When you don't understand something, when you have something to ask about for example, where you don't have to go here in South Africa, where is the dangerous city or something like that, you just need to ask the tutor at the residence and they will help us. If I need to talk about the things that I love the most about UP, there's a lot of things that I love, and it's a great experience as an international student. But if I need to just choose one, I will talk about the diversity of choices as a student here at UP, because here at UP we can study a lot of things as theology, drama, architecture. There's a lot of things that we can study, and it's very different of for example, in Madagascar we have a very restricted choices, and we just have the basic study, like doing management, doing medicine, doing economy and communication. So that's why I'm saying, like, this is the most thing that I love about UP. Thank you.
My name is Paul. I'm an international exchange student from France. France is a country located in Western Europe, close to Spain, Germany, Italy, Switzerland, or Belgium. Around 67 million people live in France, and it's the sixth economic power in the world and the second in the European Union. It is mainly service economy, and its main economic activities are tourism, first of all, and then it is also specialized in luxury with some famous brands, Louis Vuitton, Chanel, Dior, and it's also specialized in wine, with special wine coming from France, such as champagne. France is known for its famous places, such as the Eiffel Tower, the Mont Saint-Michel, the Castle of Versailles, and it's also known for its museums, such as the Louvre Museum, which is the most visited museum in France. Fun fact about my country, first of all, French are quite superstitious concerning the bread. So if you turn a baguette, which is the name of a bread in France, if you turn a baguette upside down, then it will be the sign of bad luck. We are also world champions in football in 2018, and we have some of the best football players in France, like Benzema, Mbappé, Varane, and Pogba and Kanté. About the university experience, I would say that it's quite mixed, because I've been here for a month and I didn't really meet other South African students. I only stayed with the international students in my residence. So I was able to catch up all the courses online, and that was really cool and really important to be able to communicate with the teachers, because I feel that we can really communicate with them in really more I would say it's easier to communicate with them than in France, for example. About the South African culture, I visited some places in Pretoria, like the Union Buildings and the Nelson Mandela statue. But I also read some books about South Africa, like the Dry White Season by Andre Brink, which deals with the apartheid. About the support service, I didn't receive any support service, so I'm not gonna lie about this part. And the thing I like the most about the university, I think it's the fact that the campus is so huge and that you are able to visit so many places. I like the architectures, all the different types of buildings, and I also really like all the sports facilities that is so huge. So many stadiums, a football field, rugby field, hockey field. So yeah, that's a great opportunity to do sports in the university.
Hello, my name is Dominik Rafano-Harana and I come from Slovakia, Slovak Republic. It is a country in the Central Europe, which is about 5 million inhabitants. The most spoken language is Slovak, which is the official language. The most spoken foreign language is English. The country is the largest car producer in the world per capita. It has the most castles per capita. The capital of Slovakia is bordering 2 different countries. That is the only capital in the world that sits on the border of 2 different countries. The cuisine is based on hunting. There are 41% of the country which are covered by forests. The culture revolves around folk culture, so also the national anthem is based on a folk song. I came to South Africa 3 weeks ago. I flew a direct flight from Germany to Johannesburg, then took a taxi to Pretoria. It was a wonderful experience. The staff is inviting and always helpful, always at our service. I experienced the lectures online during the pandemic, but I had direct contact with the lecturers and with the professors, and that's something that I really value, given the size of the university and the number of students. Since I arrived, I had the possibility to enjoy the local cuisine, the local foods. It was braai, it was various versions of pap, and I visited some bars and a couple of restaurants here. We also go to the Hazel Food Market, which takes place here in Pretoria every Saturday. That is a nice thing to do. What I'm looking forward to is that the next semester hopefully will be in presence.
Hello everybody, I hope you enjoyed all of that. What are you doing here? Well, we're here to talk to the international students who are watching. You guys have been so great. It's going to be great. You've got some more prizes in here. Tell them who you are. My name's Conrad. I'm Chester's sidekick. Do you see where his hand is? Look at that, huh? Look at that. Dude, it's like I'm Jacob Zuma and you are a Gupta. Dude, my state has been captured. Dude, it's literally an arms deal. Really? I've got a white guy's hand in my what? I feel like I'm the JSE. All right, guys, come on. Hello, international students. Thank you. I hope you're enjoying today. Are you enjoying today? Let us know in the comment section. And most importantly, we're going to have a whole panel now. We're going to have a panel discussion about what it's like to be an international student and what the university can and has been doing for you. So we'd like you to post in the comment section your questions that you have about the university and what the university can do to help you. And well, let's start that. Let's introduce you to the panel. Okay, let's go. Are you ready? Here we go. We've got to give out a t-shirt. First, we've got to give out a t-shirt. Hop Drizzy Getting Busy in the comment section. Is that the actual YouTube? Hot Drizzy Getting Busy. What do they make? Muffins. Because it sounds like it's, don't say what it sounds like. It sounds like it's Who's Your Daddy? Don't. Let's introduce the panel. We're very excited to have everyone here. Of course, we all know Dr. Matete Madiba. Hello, Dr. Madiba. You're still here. I know you need to leave soon. Everyone say wave, say hello to Dr. Madiba. That's great. And then, of course, we've got at the end, let's go in order who's here. Mr. Snart Nakodela. Hello, Snart. He's from the Senior International and Postgraduate Specialist Consultant at the International Students Office. Snart, you must have very big business cards. You're living up to your name. Next you got my wonderful friend from Ghana. It's Miss Adena Awuswa Antoma. How's it, Awuswa? How are you doing?
I'm good, and you?
I'm great. You are the chairperson of Youthies International Student Society.
Yes.
Anandla. You've lived in 5 different countries.
Yes.
Are you on the run?
No, I can assure you I'm not.
It's great to have you. It's great.
Thank you.
She's studying law. She'll sue you. Ah! Going down. All right. Next, we've got a good friend of mine. It's Tando Dlamini, who is from South Africa. Hello, Tando. How's it? You're the postgraduate student and international student representing the council. You're from those guys.
Yes, I am representing the
SS.
Yes.
You get hold of. You want a t-shirt today? You phone Tando. And next, my good friend from Zimbabwe, Ivainashe Hey, the Nashi, how
What to do, my boy? It's been a minute.
I'm looking out the hand there.
What to do, my boy? Oh, COVID-19, dog.
I know, I can't get
Oh,
it. No. Sorry for you. That is great. You're also studying law, so I won't do any jokes, even though you look like you had a rap video that's just come out. I love it. It's going to be great today. So we need to get right into the, because we only have Dr. Madiba for another minute or so. So let's start this. How does this event, something like today, promote inclusivity and diversity in the University of Pretoria?
Well, it is the presence of international students in the university that really adds that flair. We wouldn't be as diverse as we are in their absence. A day like this is to remind us of their presence, but even more for all of us, I guess, and for some of us, to remind us of the work that needs to be done to keep on improving their experience, to make it great.
Halala, you see, there we go. Let's unlock this. Thank you, Doctor. I know you need to go, so if you need to run, we're going to get out our comments there. If there are any questions, I know you need to go. If you want to go, you can go now. You can run. You've got to go. The Vice Chancellor wants to talk. She's not answering your phone. Remember to answer your questions today. Come on, Nansa. Ask a question. What do we need to know? Let's get on with it. Okay, let's do this. Let's go over to you, Tando. What is the significance of celebrating this day? You can run. Oh, you're waiting. There she's running. Go, Doctor. Go, Dr. Madiba. The Madiba magic is leaving the room. So, Tando, what is the significance of celebrating this day?
So this day is to celebrate international students, to make them feel valued and appreciated at the University of Pretoria. So it's dedicated specifically to them, for them. So before COVID-19, we would be at the amphitheater, there'd be a pageant, they'll be showing off their traditional regalia, traditional food dishes and everything. So it's just basically to make their presence felt at the university, appreciated and heard, just celebrated.
I heard that you are what's called a WhatsApp influencer. A WhatsApp influencer.
Yes, I am.
I don't know it. Just hang on a second. Do they have a WhatsApp influencers in Ghana?
I'm not sure. Tando's the only one I know. She's the only one I know.
What does that mean?
There's Instagram, Twitter influencers. So me on WhatsApp, I have a lot of followers on WhatsApp. I literally have people follow me on WhatsApp. They check out my content. Even I didn't know until somebody said that. I actually follow you on WhatsApp. I check out your every status. Like, oh, I have followers. Okay, so that's nice. So please do. I have great content. I have great content, so please follow me.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's do this. Next question. Let's go down. I'm going to go sit over there. You want to sit over there? Yes, because I can't see the questions in the way I'm sitting. Okay. Can't see the comments from where I'm sitting. Okay, you're going to move. Let's go. Let's start with this one. Let's go over to. We're going to go over to Awuswa. What would you say? What is the? What kind of support what other activities can international students participate in to encourage social integration in the university? What can we do? I'm going to go over there. If you don't mind, I'm just moving. I'm moving. That's right. I'm flying. Hello, smart. I want to hear you and your sexy body. All right.
Wow. Obviously, one can participate in the different societies that are already available, but we do have an international student society, and it is, let me say, a blanket society. So under it, we have smaller country societies. So for the bigger groups like the Zimbabweans, the Nigerians, but they still form part of the bigger UPI. And obviously, due to COVID, everything is online, but we do try and manage it that way. But usually we would host events, have panels like this, just provide a home away from home, because it can be a little terrifying or just lonely to be, outside of your home by yourself. So we provide sort of a support system. So I think that's what they can do.
Brilliant. I love that. How do they get hold of the society?
They can email us. You can contact our WhatsApp influencer, or You can also contact the SRC, or they can email us at upi.society@gmail.com. Yeah. Yeah.
That's fantastic. It's a blanket society. Blanket society, which makes it sound like you only deal with people from Lesotho. Thank you. Thank you. Roshni Bosman asked the same here, but can she elaborate more on that? We don't know who she is. Never heard of the WhatsApp influencer. These are not great questions. Come on, guys. You guys do PhDs and master's degrees. Come with your clever questions. Okay, let's get over. We got our friend Smart here. It's from the students office. Smart's a great name for a guy who works at a university. Smart. That's so smart. What is the role of the International Students Office in supporting international students at UP?
Okay, thank you. I'm glad that Chester has been found. He is no longer missing. He's sitting right here next to me.
Thank you.
He's sitting here right next to me. Yes, thank you. My name is Smart. The jury is still out as to whether I still live up to it, but I will leave that to you. Yes, the International Students Office is really the first port of call for our international students. We like to think of ourselves as a home away from home for international students because for some of them, coming to UP is really their first time outside of their country. We are the office that ensures that our international students meet the immigration requirements to study at the University of Pretoria. And so we really get involved with them from the time that they get admitted. We guide them through the visa application process, what visa they need to apply for. And also, before they come for their registration, we are there to help them complete what we call the immigration clearance or unblocking, as the students know it. And so we also advise them what documents to bring in order to have their immigration clearance lifted. For example, if one is on a study visa, endorsed for studies at the University of Pretoria, then to complete the immigration clearance, we normally ask for a copy of their passport, a copy of their visa, as well as a proof of SA medical cover, paid for in advance for 12 months. And then we lift their immigration requirements hold. And if they don't have any other hold, like the financial hold, then they are free to register for that particular academic year at the University of Pretoria.
Oh, wow, thank you. All right, that's everything. You basically covered the entire thing. Thanks for coming, guys. It's all that. No, we've got some questions.
I'm smart.
You are. So, Anthony Setola in the comment section, please can you touch on how to secure funding for undergraduate studies? I'm struggling to find a bursa. You thought 0860 answer. I'm joking. They're not sponsored by them. So how do you answer that question? I don't know who to ask.
Well,
I'm actually sorry, thank you. I was pretending you weren't there. I'm sorry. It's your moment.
you know, I'm gonna take you to Zim, bro.
Dude, I've been there. I love that. Nick Prof Moyo. I freaking love it. It's amazing. I had to escape.
Well,
take away. You're studying law, right?
Yeah, I'm studying law, yeah. Acquiring funding for an international student, especially if you're studying undergrad, there aren't any funding facilities that are there. But however, you can apply to different firms that offer bursaries that are designated for your field of study. Now, okay, obviously we are still in a pandemic. At times, we now have to start up with an entrepreneurial project, which is watertight. We don't want a Theranos type of project, though. But anyway, so that in my view, when I look at it, you can approach embassies. Can a student? Can an international student can approach embassies or even a private funder? But from what I've gathered so far, is the university is trying as much as it can to source different partners who can assist international students. So
I think right now, just on Ivan's point, right now the biggest is MasterCard. They're the biggest providers of bursaries for international students. But also, if you check on your portal, there is funding options. It is applicable to some international students. So I suggest that, I don't know who asked the question, Anthony. Yeah, I suggest that you look on your portal and see if you qualify, and then you are also able to see if you qualify for MasterCard. I would say that most of the funding opportunities don't necessarily come from the UP body unless you get a reduction from the funding thingy. So, but there are endless opportunities as well.
See there? See? MasterCard. It's ironic because if you're an international student, you have to get a visa and then you call MasterCard. I've got jokes. Smart. Get it. Thank you. Thank you. Even your shirt gets it. I'm looking at it.
Yeah.
You're on drugs and they don't sort. Got a phone doctor and the deeper in a clock. No, don't say that. So we got another question. To anyone, how is the safety guaranteed at UP for international students since we have a language barrier? Yeah, Stephen, SRC, take it away. What's the influence?
So within the SRC, we have the Office of Safety and Security, working with the university's security departments. They do provide support for international students. They also cater for the language barrier. There is a green route from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. So they accompany you from campus to your race. Should you need to be picked up from somewhere, for whatever reason, they do also cater for that. So what I would suggest, which is something that is suggested at the beginning of every academic year to first year to international students, the numbers at the back of your student card are important. Always carry your student card with. Should you need assistance with anything, you're at raise, you need medical assistance, the number at the back of your student card, it's very important. Also, it is toll-free, it's a toll-free number. But then if you have airtime, you can call the 083 number or the landline number. But always the number at the back of your student card, and at every gate, in the bathrooms, addresses, there are boards written that security services provides those services to students, the numbers to call, and what to do in case of an emergency.
And
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, no, you can go ahead.
No, I just wanted to say that on the issue of language barriers, I think this is where I'm finding a body that also has maybe people who speak the same language as you, just as we have French students and I think Chinese students as well. Just finding also people through UPI, people who also do speak the same language as you to be able to help you as well. And yeah.
That's a great answer. Snot, you were going to say something?
Yeah, I was going to say that the International Students Office also hosts an orientation for international students at the beginning of the year, as well as one during the second semester for the second semester incoming exchange students. And so speakers there are drawn from all those structures that Dr. Matiba referred to in her presentations. We've got speakers from the student support, student counseling service, security services is also there, where they basically talk about how can one take care of oneself so as to ensure that they are safe during their stay and studies at UP. So it's very, very important then that our international students attend those orientation sessions, because it is where also the reps from our recommended medical aid providers are there to explain really some of the intricate benefits and workings of their medical aid. Because sometimes a student just take up medical cover because they need to apply for their visa without necessarily checking as to what is it that it really offers. So the orientation then gives them that opportunity to get to know and to ask questions, of course.
That's right.
Thank you.
The wrong medical cover and you find out it's just Dix. Just Dix, that's all you get. No, Dix. So, Ivanasha, I didn't know that. You are a poet as well, you write. How have you integrated socially into this university? What can you suggest people do to reach out and connect culturally in the ways you have?
I think language. You know, language is one of the most important tools that connect people so that they're able to understand. Well, one of the commonalities of language is using poetry, because you're able to articulate one of the most abstract aspects that are difficult for one to understand what is actually happening. But if you're able to articulate in a metaphorical manner, you're able to address issues that are protruding outside. So from a writer's perspective, at the same time from a poet's perspective, what I noted so far in my journey, a lot of people are actually curious about learning of another person's language. Like, for instance, idioms, like, for instance, metaphors. What does that mean? You know, so now...
You shared a great one earlier about how to, learn about other people's issues, which is what this is all about.
Itsumo, tsumo, it's a proverb that says, "Namo ya mungu hairambirwe sata," which means another friend's problem cannot be refused, cannot be denied from. So what it then means now, if you look at it from a storytelling or poetic standpoint, is that it's an eclectic metaphorical combination that has been shared from Cape to Cairo, Luanda to Mombasa. So that's how like creative writing it does. And also one of the best parts, as I wrap up, the University of Pretoria provides the best breeding ground for any cultural articulate individual. Yeah.
That's great, thank you. That was a great closing. There we go. We got no more questions. We have to give away some prizes here. We got, where has he gone? We've got some people who need to get, we've got some people. Do you guys have any last closing remarks as I get these last people who get t-shirts? We've got a Cindy Achiare Opuku. I hope it's Cindy Achiare Opuku. You were so supportive in the comment section. We'd like to give you a t-shirt. Contact the SRC by WhatsApp. And Rosh, it was so great questions. Contact the SRC by WhatsApp for your t-shirt / underwear. I don't know, is a t-shirt underwear.
I think you should answer the one about delayed visas and stuff. Delayed visa.
Yes, regarding the delay at home affairs with the visas, we are working on that. The SRC together with the International Student Society and also UPI to get the list of students. Prasmat, you will correct me, I think VFS and people from Home Affairs and other stakeholders will be coming to campus sometime in October. So it's basically a one-stop shop for international students so that we address all their issues on campus. So they won't be traveling to anywhere, everything will be on campus. And just... Yes, and and lastly, from the SRC side, I'd like to encourage international students to join student structures, student leadership, not only in their respective country societies, but in the SRC, in key committees, residence, faculty houses, just to broaden the diversity within our student leadership structures. Yeah, thank you.
Okay,
Yeah.
any last comment? Sorry, do it.
Yeah, if I just want to, if I can just add on what Tando has said, if you need to renew your visa, VFS will be on campus on the 30th of September and the 1st of October, 2021, at the Graduate Center. That's where you can come to submit your docs as well as do your prints. You don't have to go to the police station to apply for your PC certificate. VFS will do it for you on the day. That's the 30th of September and the 1st of October, 2021. You can also send us an email if you're not sure what to do. Send us an email, isd@up.ac.za, isd@up.za. And I would also like to urge you to please continue to engage with the International Students Office. We've got quite a number of other services that we offer around student mobility, where a full degree registered UP student can go overseas or on the continent and spend a semester over there as part of our exchange student program. Thank you.
Thanks, guys. That was great. Thank you to our panelists. Thank you. Go to the comment section and thank our panelists. You guys are great. Clap to yourselves. There's no one here. Take people. Clap, camera guys. The whole family here. Camera Okay, calm down. Thanks. Okay, you guys can go because I'm going to tell jokes. You can literally, or you can stay there. I don't care. I'm going to stand up. Get the stand. Sorry, we're just going to get up and do this. We're going to move back over here. One second. No, man, let's just do stand over here. Because, what are you doing? No, you've got to go back in your bag. What? Just, it's been great. But did you get his name, Nash? His name's Conrad Koch. It's not his Koch.
All right. But it was a great honor to meet you, my
It's
friend.
an honor to meet you too.
Yeah.
I love you. We had the same haircut. Yeah. We put our heads together.
Yeah, my brother.
You look like a bum. No,
An interesting bump.
yes, it's a German. It's like the German word, the coronavirus. No, it's German. It's a German name. You're a German white South African. Holy crap, dude. No wonder your hand is in my what. I'm not racist. He's so racist. He's so smart. He's so racist. He's got dandruff. How is dandruff racist? It's like the white privilege is trying to escape. I'm not racist. Wait, he's not a gentleman. His wife is of color. My wife is of color. So you can never win a fight. He's like, you stole my dessert. She's like, you stole my land. We need to fight racism together. Yes, black people, you can help us. Ivanashi, you can, all our Tanda, you can help us. What you need to do is you got to go to white people in Woolworths and go, do you work here? Oh, thank you. The whole world is dealing with these issues, and that's why these conversations are so important. We went to Australia. If they're in Australia, they still celebrate a thing called Australia Day. It's a very strange celebrate Australia. They celebrate the day the English colonized Australia. Literally, that's the day. So it's a crazy concept. Imagine they did that in Ghana. The day the English, every year you'll be crazy. They're insane, don't they? And Kuna would be no, never. So we try to talk to them about it. And you're not crazy that you're like, that's like hijacking someone's car. And they're calling them every year to remind them that you got it. Right, yeah, we still got it. Right, yeah, same time next year. Yes, we need to come together. UP is such a great institution. How do we come together? We've got to know there are only 2 white South Africans of all those. 2 white South Africans of all those. Yeah. Well, it's obviously Charlize Theron and Oscar Pistorius. But Oscar is in Pretoria. He's going to shoot you. No, wow. Don't do Oscar jokes. Yes, Oscar was a monster. Charlize acted in a movie called Monster. And then she won an Oscar. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you, international students. You've got to go. What? You've got to go. I don't want to go. You've got to go. High five. That was fun. Well, I can't high five you. My arm doesn't work. That's all I got. Look at that. I look like black coffee trying to clap. Okay. I'm sorry. This guy's out of control. What are you doing? No, I'm phoning the SRC and the international. What is that? It's PPE because there's a virus. You have to go in your PPE. No, dude, it looks like a condom. I really look like a nonsense. Help, Ivanashi, help. They're doing it again. Smart acapella. You guys know I don't breathe, eh? You're going, no, help me, no. Thank you, everybody. It was so important that we celebrate International Students' Day here at UP. You guys are so valued, such an integral part of the UP community. Thank you to our panelists. You guys are really wonderful. Really appreciate it. Such important insights. Let us know if you enjoyed this event in the comments section. Let's hook up, let's talk, let's build this UP community together. Here's a wonderful bit of music to end this. Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Thanks, guys.
Okay, no, thank you.